Good evening. How's everybody doing? Sound check, mic check, vibe check, all sorts of check. Give me checks. Give me checks. Let's go over here. Let's see if I see you guys. Okay, looking good. Everybody looking good? All right. Man, thank you, Kate. Wonderful. I got new stuff for you. You guys are the first to see advanced stuff you're going to love. Gloria, how are you? Kate, all the ladies in the house. Keith, nice to have you. Simo, everybody. Okay, we're all piling in. I'm going to let everybody crawl into the room. I got something very, very cool for you. You know how we talked about doing dots ORB, and I wonder, is the astrologer in the room there? Oh, astrologer, you in the room? Hey, all right. So you're gonna love this. I actually made like a pure dots ORB indicator, fully configurable, and it's actually it's in play right now in a sense that like I configured the gold ORB range. Sorry. My calculator just fell. I'm driving my dog crazy. Okay. So like obviously really, really narrow range in Asia here in gold, 1800 to 1900. That's our New York Asia opening range. And what's really cool about this, you can't. I think I better have to use my what do you call it? A magnifying glass. But trust me when I tell you. So it tells you first of all Asia start time, right? You can everything is configurable. So in my configuration, you have 1800 to 1900 hours New York as the Asia ORB dots box, and it tells you the high, which is 5205. Tells you the low, which is 5193. Tells you what the range is, which is $12. This is against gold. And tells you what the half range is. So the reason is because I want to do half range because that's usually my target. So if I break range upside downside, that's going to be sort of my my initial target for trading. So it's not available on Wealth Charts. It's not available anywhere. It's not even available on TradingView. I haven't. I'm not going to be releasing this for a little while, but you guys can trade it with me for now until it's probably going to be about a week or two before we can release it to everybody. But yes, it will be available. Which I'm just working on it right now with a couple of other tools to kind of get together a nice tool suite. But we'll have like a landing page on it that will have the full explanation of the stuff and all the cool stuff. But yeah, hopefully you guys will like it. I'm just sort of previewing it with you guys, especially in Asia where it's really easy to gauge. And this will be another really, really good tool. It's sort of the thing about I like about it is it's away from dots. It's doesn't have any of the complexity. It's just literally has nothing. I mean, it doesn't even have the moving averages. We're just looking at pure price action, in combination with the levels, and the session highs and session lows in conjunction with all that. But it's really, really cool at how well it works. I'll show you some examples as more people come into the room to kind of play out. But to sort of give you the basic UI, vertical lines tell you what time the box is working on. So in this case, the box is working from 6 to 7 p.m. New York. That's the opening range box, right? Which sets the highs and the lows. And then you have the highs and the lows, and those just extend out, extend out, extend out. The default is they extend out 100 minutes forward, but you can make them extend out longer if you want. Just to give you, so you basically imagining that within the next 20, 30 minutes, we're going to have some event. So I'm going to show you how I am going to trade all of this, and I think you'll find it very, very interesting. And I think you'll find it super cool because it's like this perfect combination of ORB and dots style that really, really creates great opportunities. The basic idea that I'm looking for, and we'll see how the price action goes. I wonder if we can expand this price action, maybe get it a little bit wider and bigger. I guess like this, right? Yeah, I guess this is much easier for you guys to see, right? So again, range in gold is really lame. It's like around 12, 12 points, very narrow range for this. Matter of fact, we can also do this for NQ. So if we go to NQ, actually, you know what? I'll just do duplicate. We'll just do duplicate chart, and then we'll change it to NQ so you guys can see it. Where's my where are my settings? I guess maybe it doesn't have. Okay, so let's go into settings, ORB settings in Asia, 18 to 19. Why is this not working? Huh. That sucks. Why is that not working? It's working here. That's interesting. This is why we don't release them early, because I have to still work on all these things. Why is or show RB lines? Don't show RB verticals. Yes. Okay, maybe you need to click them on, click them a little bit. Okay, so where's the vertical? 1900. Oh, maybe is it? Why is it not showing the? Maybe it's okay. Maybe we'll start 05. Let's just start this. It's weird. The line is not starting. That's really weird. Oh, 18. This is it's reading this as an 1805. Oh, maybe it's because it's on exchange time. Right. Sorry. God, the only problem is you have to, because of all the changes in timelines, it's now thinking that I'm trying to do it on New York time, and it's actually Chicago time. So we got to do 1700 to 1800. Let me see if that's going to work. Yeah. Really? Why is this? Oh, I know what the bug is. Wow. I know what the bug is. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so the way I have the logic going from purple dot, and we didn't have a single purple dot here, so that's why it's missing the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust the logic to make sure that we're gonna go from highest purple or highest red dot. Okay, that's why it's not doing it. All right, doesn't matter. We'll do with this. Anyways, let me show you sort of my strategy on gold, which is the strategy that I really want to talk to you about. So obviously 52.05 is the break, right? But the beauty of this whole thing, and I'll show this to you in replay and how well it worked. What we're looking for, as a matter of fact, you know what? Let's go to replay, just kind of show you guys how the structure would work. So this is New York session trade, right? And in gold, obviously, this is the wrong times. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the gold ORB trades in New York just to go backwards from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. This is New York time. And obviously, you know, wherever you are, you're going to have to adjust it to the morning time. Okay, so here's the 9 o'clock. Here's the 8 o'clock ORB range, right? Right. So I want to show this to you. So the way I would trade this is first candle has to break the range, but that's not your entry. Your entry is if there is a green dot that confirms the hold. It needs to hold the range. So a green dot comes in, holds the level. As long as the price doesn't close through the level, you trade it forward. You trade it, to the upside. Now here the range is 24. The half range is around 12. So what I'm going to try and do is target 12, which is obviously pretty easy because that comes in around 30, 40 minutes. This is a very, very easy trade. But here's where it gets super interesting. Is here it comes into the range, right? But doesn't give you a red dot. Doesn't hold the range. Comes back out, right? And gives you a green dot. So now you could trade it again, because it holds the range. And again, you can trade it for 12, right? So using that structure, you can just go for the rest of the day, trying to trade it. And then it actually comes back down into the range, I think, later in the day. I'm not sure. Yeah, it just drops into the range, and you could have traded this. If you want to extend this, you can actually go, you have the settings over here. So you can go into ORB lines. This is the New York session, and you can extend them, like 300 bars, whatever you want to go. So you can literally see, what happens later in the afternoon against these ORB lines. Oh no, I need more. Sorry, I need more. This is like really, really long. So we want to extend it, 500 lines. I'm going to have to create like a more intelligent way of doing this. So, here's what's interesting. So this gets very, very volatile. Here's the trade, comes into the range, holds the range. You get short here, and boom, you would get stopped out because it comes back out of the range, right? Comes back out of the range. Now, if it comes back out of the range, you wait. It closes the range here. You wait for this level here, and you try to get long and try to, trade it to the upside a little bit. It gets much more choppy here at the 2 o'clock hour, obviously, and closes into the end. Maybe you just don't even want to trade it. But it was interesting in a sense that regardless of how you trade it, there are these very, very concrete rules that you could follow that could definitely help you, trade the strategy. So like right now, we are totally dead. There's nothing going on here. Prices are literally within range, up and down, and not doing much. So we don't have anything to trade. But when we do, maybe we'll get a signal in a little bit. The low here is 93. So the way I would trade this again is it needs to break 93. Then it needs a dot candle to confirm that it's holding the break, and then we trade it. This gives you a little bit later entry, but it gives you a much more confident entry usually at these breaks. But just to give you an idea, if you traded this on MNQ during the New York session, just how this would have traded too. So during the New York session here, MNQ is set up against, this is the correct time, 9:30 to 10:30, right? Highs to lows. And this is the oh no, sorry, this is messed up. It's got to be, sorry, again, because of daylight savings time. So we would have to set this up at 8:30 because it's Chicago time to 9 o'clock. Right. Okay. So now that's going to be an accurate. See, this is the 9:30 New York Open, 10 o'clock. Right. These are the lines, highs and lows, and watch what happens. This is kind of really, really interesting, right? So we penetrate the lows over here, right? Let me show this to you. So we penetrate the lows over here, right? And then we're looking for the red dot. It comes in here, and then it totally reverses. So we get stopped out. We're stopped out on this trade, right? It holds this. We get stopped out again. It comes in here. We try to trade it maybe for 21. Gives you like about, actually this gives you about 30 points of price action, which is pretty good, which is about half of 55. You're looking for about 25 points. You try to make it, right? So you get stopped out twice on very, very choppy price action. But then watch what happens. Comes back into the ORB over here, holds the range. So now you're just simply long here, and as long as it doesn't break the ORB, you're just holding on for dear life, 25, 30 points of profit over here. Then it breaks the top side over here, holds the range because this is a green dot. Again, you hold on for dear life, 30, 40 points to the upside, nice and clean. So you're going to, you feel a little bit of chop in the morning, 2 stop outs, but then you have one winner, 2 winner, 3 winner, right straight through on the movement. And then if you wanted to extend this into the afternoon and you wanted to trade it in the afternoon, you would, where's the New York session? Let's say extended 500 points. Okay. Actually, what I need to do is just make it go to the end of the session. And so, here it is, New York session. Comes in, this is a very good example. Here, breaks the session, gives you the red dot. You have you're looking for 30, 40 points of price action. And as long as it doesn't come back out, you stay in it. So you go 28. It's 40 points of price action over here, nice and clean. Comes back out, doesn't hold it, doesn't really hold it. You don't see any green dots. Comes back in. You sell it here. Really, really holds back, chops you out, comes back in. You sell it again here, and now it just starts to really, play, right over here, you 57 to about 15, another 40 points worth of price action, right? Tests is over here. You can sort of trade the test. It tests it over here, holds underneath with the red dot, sell it again, make more money, right? Breaks the bottom over here, but doesn't give you a red dot, comes back in, you buy it back in, boom, makes money. So you just got to be very, you got to be stubborn and patient. You're going to get chopped out a couple of times, but as long as you stay to the rules, even in these examples, you see you're 3 to 4 winners against, once you cash the winners, is 3 or 4 winners against 1 loser. At very worst, you're 3 winners to 2 losers continuously with relatively small stops. Because remember, the moment it comes back into range, you just stop yourself out. You don't really wait for a large stop. This really keeps your risk pretty much in control. And once you get really clean moves, you can really do well. And by the way, I'm not even talking about the idea of how you could have taken this high. And if you're one of those people like to scale out, which we can do in our structure. By the way, let me just see what gold is doing. Okay, gold is still in range, still nothing, but kind of challenging the highs. So we're going to see if we can try to trade the highs a little bit on the gold side. You could be in here, give up half more, and this is like a 3-4 hour move on the trade. Because remember, what is your risk here? You're coming in, it's 89. If it comes back and closes inside the range, it's a 30, 40 point risk at most, but it goes 89 to 189, right? 179, 100 point move to the upside. So much better, rewards here when you get the big moves. And yes, you do get chops. You're always going to get chops, but because the chops are controlled by your rule set, it really keeps you, I think, very, very tight in terms of risk control and overall net positive. So let's see. I'm trying to put this into practice a little bit with our friends at Ola. See if we can take it out, to the highs. See if we can trade it out. Elite trader, I would argue that you're blind if you're following order flow. If you think the market is stupid enough to show you the actual order flow, then you're the blind one, my friend. I've traded the markets from 1987 with Drexel Burnham Lambert. If you think anything in volume or order flow or anything else is going to give you an edge, you're fooling yourself. Only price gives you edge, and price tells you where it's going to go. The only thing that matters in life, you don't get paid on order flow, you don't get paid on volume, you don't get paid on anything but price. That's why we trade price only. That's why this indicator I really like, because it literally has nothing but price. There's no derivatives at all in this indicator. So it's pure price action. There is no way to escape chop. except having an intelligent risk control strategy against it. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that by doing this, yeah, you might get chopped out 2 or 3 times for 30, 40 points, but then you're going to catch 2 or 3 moves for 100 points each. And that's going to be worth it. Yeah, I think it's a great deal on the 40% off, 40% on the one step. I love the ones. I like one steps always because they're nice and clean. And 40% off is really, really good. And this kind of a strategy where you are very risk controlled is a perfect strategy for the one step. I mean, I think I'm not fully up to date as to, like, is it 3% down, 6% up? I'm not sure what the one step rules are. You tell me, Brian. But whatever, let's imagine they're 3% down, 6% up, just for argument's sake, or 5% down, 10% up. I think it's usually 5% down, 10% up. If you're sort of risking 0.5% to 1/3% on these trades, you're going to be in very good control. I'm talking about on these ORB trades. It's going to be very good control to be able to, to really make it worth your while. So, if we want to trade, like, for shits and giggles here, we don't have a break of the ORB, but we clearly have a rejection, right? Rejection that is confirmed by the dot. We've got 16 seconds left. This is, I got to tell you, the price action today, a lobotomy is more interesting to watch than the price action today. But if this dot stays, we can easily trade a little bit of gold here for us in this way. So, we'll sell it a little bit and, see if we can just make a little bit of price action here. And we'll probably try to see if we can scale out of this position a little bit. It's not like I love this trade, but we literally have nothing better. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Scale, scale, scale. Quarter, quarter, quarter. Close, close, close. All right. Beautiful. We scaled out on most of it, and then we're flat out. Nice. Sorry, I didn't expect the thing to dump. That was perfect. I should have sold more. But anyways, that was good. First scalp of the day off of essentially, nothing. But it did move our way. So we'll take it. The numbers here is 6, right? So if we break the range, we're going to ostensibly try to target 6 gold points for the profit. But for now, this is just intraday. Daily max daily loss. Yeah, so the max, it's 6. It's 6. Yeah, it's 6 against 10, which is even better. I thought it was 5 against 10. So if it's 6 against 10, and you're risking 1/3%, you could even risk probably half. If you think about it, daily loss is 3%. In this particular structure, rarely do you see yourself getting clipped out twice in a row, right? But let's say you budget for 3 times in a row. If you budget 3 times in a row because it's super, super choppy, super ugly, you're risking 0.5%. That's 1.5% against in a 3% budget on a daily. So now you haven't even hit the max daily loss, and you have all the room in the world to operate. The moment it starts turning up, you start making 0.5%, start making 0.5%, so on and so forth. So yeah, you could absolutely retrofit this particular idea to trading OLA, and it'll be very, very cool. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? We are just watching paint dry because nothing in Asia is moving. Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. So 25K, right? What's your loss budget? It's 6%. So what's 6% of 25K? Where's my, just drop my calculator. So it's $1,500 loss on a 2,500K, right? And what you do is you just manage your loss to 25,000 times 0.005. you manage your loss to $125, which is a very, very small. I mean, you see my losses are even tighter than that, $125 per loss. And you would have plenty of room to operate. Um, in terms of hitting. You remember when we're talking about points, it's how much size you have relative to the points to the actual dollar value. You always want to be trading in dollar values. And I think we have the calculator right in the dots playbook. If we go into the calculators, into the CFD calculators, okay, let's say we're going to choose gold, and I want my max budget per trade. The most I'm willing to lose, which is what, $125. Let's say my stop loss is 5 points, right? So, right. So this is you basically have a quarter lot, right? You just trade a quarter lot at that particular structure, and you're good to go. So yeah. So very quiet here. Let's see what NASDAQ is doing with itself. Let me change the NASDAQ parameters a little bit to I don't know, maybe like today it's like 1915. Just I have to. It's a bug in the thing. I have to fix it. But for now, so we're gonna do Asia. That'll be 1815. And 1830. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Okay, there we go. We'll see what the ORB range would be over here. NASDAQ is really, really dead. I mean, everything is super dead today. There's just nothing to trade, which is fine. When there's nothing to trade, then we don't trade. That's the whole point. This thing really keeps you honest because it shows you if there's no range, there's nothing to do. Let's see. Astrologer said he did an ORB trade. What were you trading like off of? Yeah, let's put this one on here. What we do have actually, what is tradable this evening is, of course, all the A2 dots. I've been trading A2s all day long. They've been super good. Here's my accounts. Oops. Almost 3 accounts to the 26s, right? I've just been busy. I haven't had a chance, but like, hopefully, I'm going to keep on doing this. We're just trading the A2s all the way through. I mean, I love the A2s as a scalp trade, but I think the ORB is a great complement to that as a strategy. Although today it's just doing nothing. Range high was 2490. So let's see, 2490. All right, yeah, this one, voltage, and the low was 24,963, somewhere. Yeah, like right around here. Oops. Oh, sorry guys. What did I just do? Oh. Sorry. Hang tight. Do you guys see everything? I just lost all my stuff here. Okay. Yeah, you know what happens? This is so annoying. If you hit Alt H, you get the line. If you hit Control Command H, it's history, and Control hides. It's hide, and it hides my screen, so I couldn't see anything. So Astrologer is trading this this idea here, but it is very very tight. There's nothing really going on. Actually, the true range should really be. It's probably should be. We should be. It should be up. The doggies. It should be really like from here to here, and we don't really have any movements here. Simbi, quiet. Hang on, guys, just 1 sec. Let me just let the dogs out. Hang on. My daughter is home, so the dogs are ready to attack her. Yeah, NASDAQ is also very quiet, but we are negative trend with an A2 trade. So we could definitely do a little bit of NASDAQ trading here since we don't have anything. Let me just take a look at gold again. Gold is, crawling to try to see if it can break session highs. We'll see. But for now, NASDAQ is still not giving us anything. Not even a trade here. So nothing on NASDAQ also. I let the dogs out. I did let the dogs out. By the way, anybody, if you were trading white dot, green dot today, holy shit, was that hitting? That was just like, Sandy is right. That's a 75% trade. That is such a good trade. Just aside from the A2 labels, white dot, green dot has just been a beautiful layup. Even from the counter trend to the trend, it all worked. Keith says it's his favorite trade. Yeah, it really is a good setup. Just a great looking setup on structure. Absolutely. Maybe we're going to get a white dot, green dot now. We'll see. NASDAQ doing nothing. I'm just flipping between gold and NASDAQ, just trying to see what we got here. We actually had a white dot, green dot, and gold, which we could have traded, but it's so lame ass. I feel like everybody left on vacation, right? I mean, just markets are so dead. He says you can take that trade for a larger take profit. That's great. You've been trading that a lot also, Clean Sabra? That's great. That's really good. Yeah. That's awesome. Good evening, guys. Who's new in the room here? Who wants to hang out with us? Wants a little bit of info? I'm happy to share with you. Watching NAS. Tomorrow, Sam is good. We're going to trade 8 o'clock in the morning. CPI. We're going to straddle. By the way, don't forget, guys, last chance for everybody to go get some Apex accounts. Go get some Apex accounts right now. I'm actually going to, let's go buy right now. I'm going to buy some. It's only 4 hours left on the sale. Let's go buy a couple right now because nothing else is going on here. Go buy some. It's my authenticator. 672.754. 672.75. Oops. 54. Okay, I'm actually buying the. I'm going to buy a trade of eights. I'm going to buy one trade of eight, one wealth charts, and I'm going to do intraday trail because I don't give a shit. I don't need the end of day. I will not pay up the money. So, boom. Make sure you save BK save. Oops. BK save. That's $17. Can't beat it. All right, I'm gonna take this off screen so you guys don't see my thing. All right, and we're done. And we got the Tradeovate account in here, so that's good. All right, gold crawling to the session highs. Nasdaq doing nothing. No signals anywhere, so fine. We just chill. Craig, to really understand everything that we do, I'm gonna give you a link here. Feel free to bookmark the whole landing page, and this explains everything that we do. Yeah, Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Correct, Jolie. Hey, Jolie, nice to see you. Yes, 8 a.m. New York. I'm gonna trade for like half an hour with you guys. We're gonna set up. We're gonna measure the structures. Buy the accounts today because we're not gonna be able to have them tomorrow. So buy the accounts today to make sure that you have it all set up. We have cheap accounts that we can use in Apex. We're gonna trade probably. We trade because it's CPI. I think we can. Oh no, we can't trade gold. So we're gonna have to trade Nasdaq against S&P. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, that's good. That's really good. All right. So Jelly just bought a bunch of evals. This is the time to do it when they're really, really cheap. White dot, green dot. Give me a green dot. There we go. White dot, green dot on an A2 dot as well. These are momentum dots for those of you guys who are new to the session. They give us a suggestion that there's momentum to the trade. 9 seconds left. Let's go into my thing. Let's go play a little bit of this play along. Which account am I in? 56. Okay, is it going to hold? It's got to hold. All right, we're in the trade. My God, look how tight the range is. 20 point, 15 point. Jesus. Why am I long two? Why am I long two? I don't want to be long two. You know what? I want to get out. Fuck this. I want to be long one. This is such a shitty little price action. I'm going to be long one. All right, buy one. And I'm going to just leave this over here, see if I can get it done. I don't want to be holding two on this really, really quiet bullshit day. Again, we're sort of look at this. We're rejecting the moves. Does that mean that gold wants to take out the 190, the lows here, Asia session lows? Could be. Got 15 minutes to go before Shanghai. Well, Shanghai opens up at 9, right? So no, Shanghai is not really going to open up because of our time differences. I wonder, does China go on daylight savings time? Do their times change, or do they always stay the same? That's interesting. Does China have DST? No, China doesn't observe DST. It's not done so since 1981. Good, man. They're like better than us at this point. Guys, hang on just 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to let the Pomeranian in. Yeah, gold is just moribund. A big SAT word. Moribund. It's doing dick all. NAS also not really working. White dot, green dot failing me today. Okay, that's fine. That's why I want it to be 1. I really don't want to have any size on this quiet day. In Europe, it's the same first. So Europe has, I think, DST, right? I know that Australia is like a little bit ahead of us now, which is good. It's a little bit earlier for them. The chop meter said no. Yeah, I know. Chop meter said no. I was just trying to trade the dots. The chop meter is just showing you nothing is going on over here. You know what's really the chop meter? I know. So like the thing that this is the one thing that I want to do. The real indicator, the real indicator that we need in the dots only range zone that I want is the moving average separation. And what we really need is, did I just move this? Did I just move this or something? Okay. What we really need, like to trade this properly, is you need I don't know what the Asia values would be, but what you want is the long term against the short term to be wide enough. Like in New York, I want it to be wide enough to be 10 basis points of the notional, so 25 points minimum. So if you sort of see, this is 94 and this is what, 86, that's 10 points. If you get to over here, it's 76 against 92, closer. In Asia, maybe in Asia you need a minimum of 10 points, like five basis points of notional, which would be 12 and a half wide. And you can see why this trade is just dying on the vine. Hopefully it's going to just simply rally here for us and do some do some movement. But the moving averages are stuck together. There's no separation at all. And what we always, that's the best precondition for us is moving average separation. Come on, just get out of it. I'm just going to take this out. Come on, get out. Get out. All right, I just took a miserable little trade out of that, so that that again, just the white dot, green dot actually really did trade. Hey, nice to have you. We're not trading oil because we're not suicidal, my friend. Okay. I'm not trading a product that's 27% up in one day, 27% down in the day. It's just, we're in the business of scalping. We're not in the business of, flying blind on a head of a nuclear tipped missile, which is what oil is right now. So no oil for us. Gold, look at gold, guys. Gold is moving towards the lows. Yeah, you lost $5,000. Yeah, it's a very volatile asset. It's not, not an asset you want to be in right now. By the way, you guys hear that? This is the latest I heard, is that the Iranians are threatening to mine the Strait of Hormuz with these tiny little boats, right? Like 2-man, 3-man boats. So that should be interesting to see, because how good is the U.S. satellite surveillance to be able to just blow these fuckers up out of the water? It's going to be interesting to see, because if they start mining the Strait of Hormuz, it's incredibly expensive to demine it. So, it's everything getting escalated to a very nasty little point right now. We trade live Monday through Wednesday in Asia, 7 to 8:30. Trade live every day in New York, 9 o'clock in the morning to 10:30. Except when we have news days, then we trade like 8 to 10:30. Tomorrow's news day, CPI day, so we're going to be trading, and we're going to be trading with our friend Sam from Ola. So Everybody should have a good time. Yeah, gold is like crawling. And we could have, it's obviously hindsight is always 2020, but we did see that it rejected the ORBs twice, right? I mean, it wasn't like it was pretty obvious over here that we started printing red dots right in front of the ORB highs, but it's not like it's moving a lot of directionality that it makes me want to go. It's really amazing at how active it can be and how dead it can be. Like this is basically a 1 second move during, when it's active in New York. And now it's like a 10-minute move. Okay, how's NAS? Oh, NAS popped up, guys. All right, so now we're getting what I really like, which is moving average separation. 81 to 87 at 6. It's not exactly great, but like if I get 10, I could live with that. Once I have 10 wide, at least then we have a semblance of directionality. And then we can start building dot trades off of that directionality, right? Like if we get a double dot here, that'd be a pretty decent trade, I think. Clearing the 25,000. And to be honest with you, like I don't have the ORB set up properly on this thing, so that's a shame. But the real ORB would be this one against that one, right? So that's the 25.14. Oh, we're really popping now. Okay, we're really, really popping. This is a pretty good trade. So we will 45 seconds left. We'll see if we can try and trade this. So this is like a manual version of ORB. Boom, boom, boom. Looky. Taking out now. This is the opening range, Asia opening range high, opening range low in NAS. Let's see what it wants to do. Seven seconds left, 6 seconds left. All right. Go long on the double dot, which is right in front of the ORB, not like my favorite thing, but which because it could easily get rejected here. But we're trading this dot, we're trading this setup, not that setup. It's kind of like two setups coming up here at the same time. Let's shorten this exit just to see if it peaks its head. What's gold doing with itself? Gold going back to mid-range. So really not doing anything. Gold has a white dot, green dot structure. 34 seconds left. I mean, worth a shot if it kind of holds. See how it goes. NASDAQ is coming off the thing, so may not be able to get this one going, but that's okay. Yeah, gold green dot holds. So let's trade a little bit of gold. We'll buy some gold. This tool is an MT5 tool. If you guys are trading MT5, completely free to anybody who wants to sign up. If you sign up for OLA, take one of that 100,000 challenge. You might guess, just buy it. Send me a screenshot that you bought it, and I'll give you the tool for free. Really, really good, easy tool to trade with. You can see I manage all my MT5 entries and exits with this tool because it's super, super cool to trade out. Nasdaq's doing nothing. Nas is teasing. Yeah, it's just they're trying to see if they can run the highs. We'll see. Nas is more active than gold today, which is really, really sad to see. I mean, look at gold is like having a lobotomy today. I don't even know what the hell's going on. We're 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Maybe Tokyo will drive some price action. Gold really sort of can't get its mojo in the last few days, right? Starting to pump a little bit. There we go. So quarter out, quarter out, quarter out, quarter out, quarter out, quarter out, and we are now almost all out. See how beautiful that is? Boom, boom, boom. Nice, good job. We took the trades in gold. Quarter out. This basically lets you scale out at a quarter size, break even. Just hit this button and boom, boom, boom. Gold actually did white dot, green dot saves the day. In the meantime, Nasdaq's still punching towards that. So great. Wow, we made 2 winning trades in gold today. Given the fact that gold did nothing, that's a miracle in the making, I think, today. Nas is doing dick all right now. Yeah, I mean, clearly everybody's waiting for CPI and everything else. It could be relatively quiet. There's also like, it's really like, what's the latest in Iran? What's going on? I have like this one guy who does a full 20 paragraph briefing every day on everything that's going on in the wartime situation. It's kind of really interesting to read that. Gold was good during the U.S. session. It just sort of completely died. So that dotted line, that's the ORB line for NAS. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try and trade this, and then I'm going to see if we can try to trade maybe NASDAQ ORB, so we don't get anything over here. So first order of business is we got to clear and close through that dotted line, which we're not doing, right? Look at the moving averages, right? I'm trying to figure out like what would be I just need some kind of a visual that on this indicator that's going to show us the width separation here. Maybe off of the long-term moving average, it will just say width equals so many points, and maybe it will go red, yellow, green. That's what we'll do. That's probably going to be the visual, right? Just have a little label right off the end. I think I can do that. Can I scale out in Deep Sea? You mean Trade Sea? I think so. Oh my God. Can this be any slower? Holy shit. All we're trying to do is go 5 points forward. Nobody wants to sweep the ladder. 25 is the high. 2025 is the high. You can see that on Tradebait right here. That's the line. You're a new member of BK Traders. The tool is really for email me. Email me. I need to see what what membership you have. The tool is free for anybody. If you really want the tool, just simply get a Ola Prime challenge. Just any challenge you buy, you'll get that tool. It's really exclusively really for them. All right, let's go. Let's go. What's gold doing with itself? Gold is inching towards session high, so maybe we get the ORB breakout in gold. So this could be interesting for us to play. So with gold, the level here is 205, right? So what we need price to break through and hold it, and then we need a dot to confirm the break. So we'll see if gold really wants to rally a little bit here. Nasdaq is just doing dick all. I have a feeling we're going to die on the vine here against this ORB line. 2047. We need to be through 05 in order to just even begin the ORB process in gold. All right. Now if we hold this level, we're through, and then we need a green dot to confirm that that it holds. Same idea here. I'm just watching NAS, trying to figure out if they actually really want to lift this thing or not. We've been trading 21 to 24 for the last 10 minutes. That's a 3-point range. Dotted line is the Nasdaq ORB. Through the ORB, our target finally filled. Let's see if it wants to hold. Okay, holds the ORB. The next order of business for us is it's got to have a green dot on NAS. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold couldn't even hold the thing. It just fucking got rejected big time. Now, by the way, that's another way of trading it. We hit the line. We come back into the ORB. We can trade against this with this being the stop, which we probably will do that. If this stays like this, we want to be short this thing against the red dot high, because it couldn't even hold the ORB. It tells us the market just took 205 and rejected it like what do you reject? What's the common saying? 8-9 seconds. So we're going to go and sell this right now. I'm going to sell this against the high. Yeah, that's pretty good. If it takes out the high, great. We'll reverse. But for now, let's just we'll sell it and see if it starts to drift back down towards the mid. In the meantime, where's NAS? NAS is not holding the ORB just yet, but not horrible. Not horrible. Let's see if we get a green dot in NAS. We can push ourselves through this level. See if it wants to go 2040 or higher. All right, gold is just chilling like a villain. All right, scale. Close. Now we'll hold. Now we're just going to hold against whatever we got. Boom, we're out. More money. So there you go. Another like gold is just gold with ORB, as boring as this was, actually works really, really well, right? I mean, we caught the moves, we caught the rejections, we caught the second rejection, we did the white dot, green dot. I mean, I'm pulling shit out of my trades out of my ass at this point because there's nothing going on here. But we actually made really decent money out of gold trading this well. Now here's NAS. So here's NAS. NAS also rejecting ORB at this point. This stays. If this is a red dot, we can try to short it against the highs. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. All right. Oh, no, the dot went away. Exit out. Forget it. Dot went away. No dot. I'm not trading it. I need a dot. If it gets weaker, we'll trade the next candle. That's fine. I mean, it's really not much. We basically peaked to 25s, and then just hung in there. It's not like a rapid rejection or a strong break, right? But very cool. Like I think it's really, really cool to watch how the price action behaves around these levels, and how it's totally it totally creates really beautiful looking structures for us. All right, now we have a legit, I think, red dot, right? Okay, so now we're still here. I'm gonna try and get a little closer here. I'm not like, this isn't exactly Mr. Volatility land. And again, if I come back and actually hold the ORB and give me a green dot, confirmatory dot, great. I'll flip myself around on this trade. I'm trading reaction. Like, I said this today in early class, right? In live trade, that we don't forecast. What I say? We don't forecast. What I say? Oh, we don't anticipate. We react. We don't anticipate. We react. Right? We just we react to the price action. Come on! Hit me! Just miss me. Come on, get down there. Oh my God, Jesus! I'm begging for 5 points. That's how pathetic this price action is. All right, they want to take the ORB. Let's see. Okay, baby. Let's see if you can hold it. 39 seconds. All right, they're holding the ORB. Now we need to confirm with a green dot. Let's see if we get a green dot on this. Then we try to trade a pull away trade. I'm gonna exit this trade because obviously we got the trade got invalidated. Now we just simply see if we want to hold it. Then we're gonna go the other way. Gold doing nothing. Okay, so the only thing we have here is NASDAQ. See if it holds the session high. 33.25 session highs. That does put us in there. Buy. Okay, so it confirmed us. Now it's got to not close underneath the ORB, right? I'm gonna again just get tight because this is so slow. I don't want to move around. Coming through. Holding the ORB. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I was done there. I'm there. I'm there. Lift me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Right, my God. Like the world's slowest chase. It's like the world's slowest car race. Okay, but this does, in real time, show you the whole idea, which is we clear the line, we hold the line, we extend the line. That's the ORB trade. Now we go higher, whatever. Great. Everybody makes money. I, of course, left it over there on the table, but still not bad, right? I mean, that's the whole point. It was just basically to show you how that structure gets played out over and over again. Now we're really, really pumped. I should have held for more, but it's been so slow. And look at this, the irony of the whole thing, right? I'm bitching. And of course, the moment I let it go, it goes 40 points through. They clearly took a lot. There must have been a lot of stops over here that they just decided to hoover up, which they did. And they basically took them all out. How's gold doing? Gold is still doing nothing. Gold seems to be like itching to the downside. So I've got to watch that. I think Ola has like a 40% discount rate. Here's the discount for Ola. I'm putting a link into the room. Please take advantage of it. Okay, guys. Yeah, it's always Murphy's Law. I don't care astrology. It's like 1,000. It's 1 out of 1,000 trades that I'm going to be doing today. But I'm much more interested in what I was trying to show you, which is how that type of price action develops when it's working, right? When it's working, it really develops itself exactly like as I narrated, right? Can you get the MT5? Do you mean the MT5 tool? If you buy the deal, send me a screenshot of your purchase. I'll send you the tool. Yes, you can have the tool. Yes, just send me a screenshot of your purchase, and you can have a tool. Tool has been great because that, gold has been so weak. We've been able to just capitalize. Where's my tool? We actually managed to to P&L every trade. There's our history today. Every trade we P&L'd today. Gold has been really, really good. Massive. Oh, are we hitting lows? Are we hitting session now? Not quite. I was like, oh, we're gonna take out the ORB to the downside. The ORB to the downside is 93 in futures, right? NAS is pretty quiet. Those are new session highs. Get rid of this thing. Okay, so I'm going to fix that little bug in the ORB thing, so that it works with Nasdaq as well as with gold. But overall, I really, really like it as a tool. It's really, really simple. Do you guys any feedback on the tool? Like, what would you like to see on the tool? Is the mid being dashed bad? Should I make the mid solid? I don't even know. I always have two minds. I kind of think solids are always much better to see on the chart, even though it's a mid. Any feedback? I'm happy to hear from you guys. Let me know. Demoing it, I actually realized there's a couple of things that I can definitely do better. Oh yeah, good idea. Right, that's a good idea. Change the user-defined line colors and user-defined line thickness and style. Oh, that's even better. You're right. Let's make everything user-defined. Yes, we can do that. That's a really good idea. Make user-defined styles, thickness, colors on the lines. Good idea, Keith. Anybody else? Anybody else have any inputs? No? Okay. Green dot, white dot, and gold through the mid. 42 seconds left. You know, it's our only option. It's kind of dying. Okay. Okay. Everybody wants user-defined functionality. All right, sounds good. Let's see what NASDAQ is doing. Oh, NASDAQ had a little bit of a trade, double dot trade, which we didn't take, which actually doesn't look like it's working. We'll see. So the other trade that we love to do is session highs on a dot, meaning it hits through the session highs and holds on a green dot on the highs, holds a red dot on the lows. This one just seems to be topping out at the range. And by the way, the other cool thing is this thing kind of stays permanent, right? So if we come back into ORB, we lose the ORB, right? Then you can trade against that as a back to mid. So there's always like really interesting opportunities. What setting do you need to change when the order is rejected because it says limited order quantity met? That's a broker question. That's whoever you're trading with. That's a question to them. I don't know what size you were trading, and that's not my knowledge. It's dependent on you. Session high is 72. If we go through that with a green dot, we got to take it long. Got to be long and strong, but it's got to hold that. It's got to go through the 72 high. The high over here is, what is this? 73.25. Not quite. So this one, if this one ends 75 or better, that's a burst to the upside for us. And it does not. That's why we wait. You seeing us scalp using my dot indicator? If you're interested in how that works, I'm going to give you a link right now. You can download the whole playbook and come back and make sure you bookmark it so you can study it, and you can come back and trade with us every single day. That's what we do. We make money 3 yards in a cloud of dust. No trade on here. Where's oh, look at this. Oh, guys. Looky. Gold taking out the ORBs. All right, let's play. 30 seconds left. Taking out the ORB. Wow, Jesus. What woke it up? 8:15. Maybe finally Asia buyers came in. All right. So now we're gonna chill. What we need now is we took out the highs. It's obviously gonna hold the highs. Now we need a green dot candle to confirm the hold. Wow, it was a big ass move. Jesus. Look at that. Put everybody to sleep, and then we had a huge move. CL drop, gold high. What happened? Do we own Iran yet at this point? I'm just kidding. What is going on? Okay, we're getting a clearly positive risk. Where's my NAS? Is NAS starting to move? Come on, baby. NAS is not moving. That's interesting. What's going on in Tweetland? Any news? Nothing over here. Latest wave of Iranian missile strikes targeted at an air base near Tel Aviv. Okay. That's it. Shoot down drone targeting U.S. military base near Erbil. Huh. Okay. No dot here, right? So we hold the breakout, but no dot, which is like a key component to my ORB strategy, because yes, that was a powerful move thrust through, but if this is all she wrote, I don't really want to be playing here. All right, dot's coming in. If it confirms, then we're basically trading all the way to the range. Like, you know, we're the mid here is 6, so we're targeting 6. Basically targeting like 215, 218 on the trade. 8-1. Okay, good trade. We're gonna go in, buy. We're long gold. Gotta adjust our stops and targets. Oh, we're making money. Just get out, close. Oh, look at that. We just made money. Boom. I didn't even have to adjust it. Fine. Beautiful. Last trade of the day. And man, come on, guys. As boring as it was, the ORBs, both sides, NASDAQ and fucking gold, did it for us. Good job, everybody. Good job. The ORB, the .orb is the best ORB there is, right? Good job, everybody. Anybody take the gold trades? No? Nice, Jace, nice. Good job, everybody. All right, awesome. I'm glad everybody had a good night. I may or may not trade tomorrow. This is I told you, this is bat mitzvah week for the child. So as we get closer to the end of the week, it's going to be very little time. I'm definitely going to do Thursday coaching. Don't worry, I already said that's ironclad. But I may take tomorrow night off as far as trading, because I got to just coordinate with her. But otherwise, we're definitely on tomorrow. CPI with Sam, 2.5 hours. So everybody be there. Go buy some more Apexes while you have it, and of course, go get some Olas so you could get the tool and get everything else organized and get ready for tomorrow so we can trade. I'm going to get the Ola futures account too. I'm going to trade Ola futures tomorrow with you guys on gold. So it should be really interesting to see that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I hope is that the news, Temtem, that they destroyed the mine laying ships? If that's news, that'd be really great. I hope they blow them all out of the fucking water. But anyways, yeah. Yes, astrologist says ORB dots rule. They really do. They really hit the spot. Okay, guys, lovely to hang out with you. Really, really good session for everybody. Thank you so much. Now, All the Futures is actually trading DX Trade, but as I said to you, oh, look at this, and it's really, really look at how the ORB is really working. Holy shit! Look at that move. I mean, I guess that's the whole point. This is a lesson of the day. We can be dead, and then once we start taking out the levels, I mean, that's why I love this tool, right? It's such a cool tool to be able to it's pure price action. Who's the guy in my room here that's talking to me about trading blind? Tell me how blind I am now, motherfucker. I'm Stevie Wonder blind today. That's how blind I am. Yeah. Anyways, everybody had a great day today. Really, really nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for trading. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Everybody enjoy. Take care.